Jessica always loved visiting the old Crawford Lake. Among the ancient pines and the mist-covered shore, she found peace. But this autumn, when she decided to spend the weekend there alone, something felt off. The locals often shared dark tales about Crawford Lake. They claimed that back in the 19th century, an entire stagecoach had sunk there when the bridge over the lake suddenly collapsed. Since then, on foggy nights, people reported seeing ghostly lights hovering over the water. Lanterns, they said, from that ill-fated coach. Jessica dismissed these superstitions. She rented a small cabin by the water and enjoyed the silence. On her first night, lying in bed, she heard a strange splashing sound. Outside, the fog thickened like a wall, but she was certain someone was walking by the water's edge. The next morning, Jessica decided to explore. Taking a lantern, she wandered toward the remains of the old bridge, just a few rotting planks jutting over the lake. As evening approached, the mysterious lights appeared again. Tiny, but bright, they danced erratically over the water, as if beckoning her to follow. Fear stirred in her chest, but curiosity won. Grabbing an oar, she pushed an old boat off the dock near her cabin. With each stroke, the fog grew denser. The lights led her farther into the lake's depths. When she reached the middle, the boat suddenly stopped, as though hitting an invisible barrier. Jessica looked around, and her lantern revealed something that sent a chill down her spine. It was the roof of a stagecoach, covered in algae and submerged just below the surface. Before she could comprehend what she was seeing, shapes began to rise from the water. These were figures dressed in old-fashioned clothing, their faces distorted as though they had spent far too long underwater. They moved toward her boat, their hands reaching for the edges. Jessica screamed, but only her echo answered. She rowed furiously, but the fog grew thicker, and the boat felt heavier. At some point, she thought she felt hands gripping her wrist. The last thing she saw before blacking out was the eerie lights encircling her, dancing in what seemed like a sinister ritual. Jessica woke up on the shore. Her clothes were soaked, but the boat and the lights were gone. In the distance, she saw a figure. The old man from the nearby gas station who had warned her the day before not to go on the water. He shouted that she should leave while she still could. Jessica never returned to Crawford Lake. She told her friends what had happened, but no one believed her. Yet every autumn, when the fog rolls in, locals notice that the old, crumbling bridge sometimes seems to glow, just like the lanterns of that long-lost stagecoach.